What's up everybody, it's your boy Karpo here, back again with another Fallout 76 video. In today's video we're going to be bringing you the new update 1.10 patch notes for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One. That's right, if you are loading up your Fallout 76, there is a patch note and it is roughly about 4.6 gigabytes for both consoles and 3.5 gigabytes for the PC. Patch notes 1.0.6.0 for the PC, for the PS4 1.0.6.0, and for the Xbox 1.0.6.0. Let's hop right into it. Now, the patch notes. It is quite a bit, so, bear with me. We're going to get right into it. As always, I'll be leaving a link down below if you want to check these out yourselves. Now, for the patch highlights. We have increased stash limits once again, buffed up maximum stash size, this time from 600 to 800 pounds, so that you can store even more goods from your adventures in the Wastelands. Under player icon, player icons will now display whenever you hover over a player or own a workshop over the map, as well as your view turrets created by someone else. Scorched Beach attacks. We've reduced the frequency of Scorched Beach sonic screams so that you have a little more time to react between volleys. Wanted. We've made an adjustment so that players now destroy objects in another player's camp or workshop to become wanted, which should reduce cases of accidental crime. And workshops. You can now contest a workshop that's owned by another player from anywhere inside the workshop's build area, which should make it easier to attempt to contest a workshop even if it is being barricaded by the owner. Now under General. Server maintenance. As we work on world servers that have been running for a long time and hitting some lag issues, we'll be performing the maintenance over those servers more frequently. You may receive an in-game message alerting you that this maintenance when it occurs, and you may be asked to join another world. This should improve the play experience for everyone during their adventures in the Wasteland. Under balances and design, power armor. The amount of springs required to craft and repair level 25, 35, and 45 excavator power armor legs have been significantly reduced, and under weapons, flare guns have been removed from the legendary weapon list as they can't benefit from legendary mods. Under camp crafting and workshop stash limit, the storage limit for the stash has been increased from 600 to 800 pounds. Like I said, now there's a death note. We've been reading your feedback that have current stashes of 600 pounds could use some additional increase, and after some investigation they found that they could offer some more stash space. Nice. Camp placement. If a player's current camp location is occupied upon joining the world, a message will now display which gives them the option to stay in the current world or attempt to join a new one. If the player chooses to find another world, they will be removed from the current world and matchmaking will attempt to take place in a new one. This process can be repeated if the player's camp location appears to also be occupied in the new world. Now under workshops, players now no longer need to interact with claimed workshops directly to contest ownerships, and workshops can now be contested and captured from anywhere in the build area. Now there is a dev note. The ability to contest a workshop is intended and encourage behavior as part of the workshop design. This change should prevent situations where a workshop owner could prevent others from attacking to contest it without becoming wanted by destroying someone or picking a lock to reach the workshop. Now under enemies, Scorched Beast. Increase the timer between successive sonic scream volleys to 10 seconds for Scorched Beast and the Scorched Beast Queen in order to reduce the frequencies of these attacks. There's a death note. This could also help players to have more reaction times between those scream volleys. We've also been reading lots of feedback about Scorched Beast in general that the community has been sharing. We're looking into future improvements and balance changes that we can bring in the future. Now under PvP, wanted damaging a camp or workshop objects created by another player no longer causes that attack to become wanted. The object must be completely destroyed by the attacker in order to flag them as wanted. And there's a death note. We received feedback from players who felt that it was too easy to become wanted accidentally by damaging another camp's workshop. We agree and made this change, and hopefully this will fix that issue. Under sounds effect, pulling the pin on a grenade to prime it before throwing now plays audible sound effects for nearby players, and under map, sound effects now plays when placing or moving custom map workers. Under user interface, player icons hovering over a player name on the map now displays their current player icon. Player icons hovering over a own workshop on the map will now display their current owner's player icon. Under turret, viewing a turret players by another player's placed in the camp or workshop will now display the owner's name and player's icon in the turret's nameplate. Under voice chat, the voice chat icon will now display the proper nameplates based upon the player's current status. Neutral players display a pale yellow icon, allies display gold, and hostiles and wanted display red. Now, under bugs, fixes performance and sensibility. Loading addresses an issue that could cause controls to lock up if the player opened the Pip-Boy immediately after encountering and also under loading, fix the issue that could cause the players to encounter an infinite loading screen if they quit to the main menu after immediately joining a new world. Also fix the issue on PC that could result in an infinite load screen if multiple players on a team join the world simultaneously. And also fix the issue that could cause a player to encounter an infinite loading screen due to an inventory discrepancy. Also address the issue that could cause hitching while scraping items. Under performance, attempting to craft many items at very high speed will now result in a delay of up to 1 second between subsequent crafting attempts after the first few. This was done to help improve the server performance and should not affect normal crafting. Also under performance, address the issue that could impact server performance when scrapping a large number of items in rapid succession. Address the issue that could cause reduced frame rates when players were firing weapons simultaneously in the same area. And also reduced a crash that could occur when interacting with power armor stations while wearing power armor. Now under arts and graphics. Apparel. Hair no longer clips through the Nuka Girl rocket suit helmet. Under armor no longer remains visible when wearing a silver shroud costume. Fix the issue causing reduced frame rates during the snowball fight, emotes, animation. Fix the issue that could cause the second hand of player to specify scorch variance after decapitating it with the headshot. Under graphics, switching outfits or weapons while the chameleon mutation or legendary effects is active no longer causes those items to appear visible to other players. Under Nuka Code pieces, letters and numbers displayed by Nuka Code pieces will no longer appear misaligned on pickup. Under perks, the throwing arc displayed by the fire and hold perk now remains visible if the player moves while recording a fragmented grenade. Under photo mode, returning to a first-person view after exiting photo mode with a ranged weapon equipped no longer causes the character model hand to appear offset or dark graphic effects to appear on screen. Now under camp crafting and workshops. Blueprints. Blueprints containing a mirror ball now will be placed correctly and no longer causes the object's floating error message to display. Attempting to place a blueprint containing objects that may have been placed on shelves no longer causes the object's needed support error message to display. And blueprints named now support a maximum of 25 characters. Tame creatures no longer permanently cause camp budget after they are killed. Under camp, fix the issue that could cause a camp dialog to display to a new character before they had placed their camp for the first time. Under crafting, fix the issue that could prevent players from being crafted or repaired despite having the required materials if those materials were split between the inventory and stash. And also under crafting, players who have exceeded the absolute weight limit of 1,500 pounds plus their current maximum weight are now correctly notified that they are unable to grab items while over the limit. Exploit. Address an exploit that could allow items to be duplicated when moving camp location. Also address an exploit that could allow items to be duplicated if a blueprint failed to save properly. Also recipes and then plans. Fix the issue that could prevent players from crafting a recipe or plan they had previously learned. Also scrapping. Bleached dogwood is now protected from the auto scrapping when crafted. However, it can still be scrapped manually. And under workbenches, attempting to place a power station on a foundation in a structure that has multiple levels no longer causes the station to be placed on the second floor. Under enemies, Scorch Beast Queen. The Scorch Beast Queen can now correctly drop plans from the full range of Ultrasight Power Armor mods plan in her loot list, and players now correctly receive a random row from her loot list. Under Mothman, fix the issue in which Mothman would not leave the area when approach or response to attack. Under items, apparel, the clean clown outfit now correctly counts towards completing the Kill Wendigo side missions at Freddy House of Scares. Under apparel, the Nuka Girl rocket suit can no longer be equipped or unequipped while wearing power armor, and the Nuka Girl rocket suit outfit has been separated into two pieces, the body piece and the upper helmet. Now there's a dev note. For the moment, the upper helmet, when not worn with the body piece, looks to be floating partly from the player's character. This is temporary until we can rework the helmet itself. This is necessary change to prevent poor interactions with power armor and under armor. Players who already own the rocket suit will automatically have access to craft the helmet. Also under armor, the punishing legendary effect no longer reflects slap damage dealt by another player. This should prevent cases where a player wearing punishing armor could become wanted unintentionally due to reflected damage that killed their attacker. Now under armor, fix the issue causing damage affected by the punishing legendary effect to be reduced based on the defending player resistance. Under cap, containers now awarded the correct number of caps and no longer generate only one cap as loot. Exploits. Remove the apparel recipe that was not intended to become available in the game, as well as items created using the recipe. Under headlamps, remove the erroneous added atomic shot flag from all Mothman power armor headlamps. Also added a separate red Mothman headlamp that works once Mothman power armor is equipped. Under holotape, choosing a holotape now correctly stops the holotape from continuing to play. Under mods, aiming down the sights after applying the recon sensors mod to a power armor helmet now correctly marks enemies on the compass. Power armor resistance are no longer incorrectly reduced when entering power armor while wearing under armor. Also, now correctly prioritize using the fusion core in the player's inventory that has the least remaining charge rather than selecting them at random. And also fix the issue that could allow power armor pieces with atomic shot paints applied to be transformed into containers. And under weapons, the M79 grenade launcher and auto grenade launcher are now classified as heavy weapons and correctly benefit from all heavy weapon perks except heavy gunner, as they benefit from demolitions experts in SIG. Now under perks, last laugh. Explosive bait is no longer dropped on death while the last laugh perk is equipped. Under martial artist, now only applies in attack speeds bonus to melee weapons and only incorrectly increases the Gatling gun rate of fire. Ricochet, the ricochet perk fanfare no longer displayed repeatedly when it affects and triggered multiple times in quick succession. And under team effects, a team invite must be accepted and a team must be formed before team-based perks such as squad maneuvers. This will apply their team effects. Under PvP, respawn, being killed by a friend, selecting respawn, and then using the social media to respawn at their friend's location no longer causes those players to remain hostile towards each other. Under quest events and challenges, quest containers, no quest items can no longer be transferred into the Feed the People and Path to Enlightenment event quest containers. And one of us, the Congressional Access Card, is no longer lost if the player is disconnected for server crashes. Under survival, addiction, fix the issue where it prevented addictions currently affecting the characters from displaying in the Pip-Boy status menu. Under disease, the ratworm will now only increases radiation damage taken by 50% and no longer incorrectly increasing mutation and other effects. Under mutation, fix the inconsistent interaction between the class freak, barbarian, and invasive perks that could cause them from functioning while affected by the herd mentality mutation. And also under mutation, the healing factor mutation no longer causes player to become invincible while in the down state. Now, last but not least, we have user interface. Under camp, a player name will now correctly appear on screen when viewing their camp even if the player is not nearby. Under controls, plugging in a controller after launching Fallout 76 on PC using keyboard and mouse no longer causes the button indication for interactable objects like containers or workbenches to disappear until the client is relaunched. Under control, pressing the quick swap key, default left D-pad, and the current weapon breakdown now correctly swaps to the alternate weapon. Under crosshair, fix the issue causing crosshairs to expand or contract incorrectly for players running the game using 21.9 aspect ratios. And under game camera, changing the face presets in the change appearance menu outside of Vault 76 no longer causes the camera to show an unintended angle in third-person view. Under holotapes, attempting to play a blank terminal holotape no longer causes the Pip-Boy to display a blank screen. Under localization, we have perk cards pack. Text down displays when opening a new perk card pack is now correctly localized in non-English version of the game client. Under map, fix the issue that could prevent players' icons from displaying on the map when choosing a respawn location. And also over encumbered players will die inside the nuke zone can now correctly respawn at the nearest map marker. Also under notifications, we have ammo remove message no longer appears on screen when harvesting floor or other materials shortly after firing a weapon, and the you have joined the team notification now correctly displays console controls rather than PC hotkeys in the suitable text when playing on consoles. Under notification, fix the issue where players could sometimes receive a max wage limit reach message when attempting to trade with other players. Under photo mode frames that were purchased from the Atomic Shop now correctly displays the atomic symbol in the photo mode menu. Under shop, fix the issue that PC that could cause controls to lock up when purchasing items, and also purchasing multiple items from the Atomic Shop in quick succession no longer prevents those items from appearing in the crafting menus until the client is relaunched. Under shop, Also, preview images have now added for the Kill, Laugh, Love neon sign. Under teams attempting to join a teammate in world from the main menu using the social menu no longer causes a message to display stating that they will be removed from the team. Under teams, fix the issue that could prevent team players from loading into the world with the team leader after the leader selected play. And also under teams, fix the issue in which the player with the team option on the main menu become non-functional when attempting to rejoin teammates in a world following class or disconnect. Under transfer menu, the transfer bar now correctly stops at 1 when scrolling or to reduce the transfer quantity. And last but not least, voice chat. The voice chat speaker icon now correctly appears in players' nameplates, in team chat, and in the area chat list when the player is speaking. Those are all of the patch notes. Holy come on, man. Fix your game, bro. This is ridiculous. So, I mean, every update is this many patch notes going out, and hopefully they'll get it together because, yeah, it's a lot of patch notes. There it is. The new Fallout 76 patch note 1.10, 1.10, 4.6 gigabytes for the consoles and 3.5 gigabytes for the PC. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Truly do appreciate it. Much love and respect for you for sticking out. You probably obviously didn't want to read it, but like I said, the link will be down below. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for everybody that's subscribing and showing all the love and support and commenting all that good stuff. And as always, I will see y'all in the next video. Later. プレイステーション